Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, I went through a 100-pound weight loss journey and I have kept that weight off for about 5 years now. I did make a whole video about that 100-pound weight loss journey, which I will link in the description below. But today I wanted to talk to you about something a little different. I recently had a subscriber reach out to me on Instagram and she asked, what is it like to be on the other side? Not about the journey itself, but just what is it like to be on the other side of that weight loss journey? What is it like now? What is life like now that you have achieved your fitness goals, you've achieved your ideal weight, and you've been staying there for years? What is that like? What do I have to look forward to when I finally reach my goal? And I have never been asked that question before. I get asked about the weight loss journey itself, but I've never really been asked about what is it like to be on the other side of that journey. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing exactly that, what it's like to be on the other side. What healthy habits do I have now? What kind of views on health and fitness do I have now? What do people say to me about health and fitness now? And just little day-to-day things that I notice now that I am on the other side of that weight loss journey. Now, before I begin, if you have not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean the world to me. I have been loving watching my channel grow, connecting with all of you, both here on YouTube in the comment section and on Instagram in the DMs. Okay, let's get started with just little positive things that are different for me now than they were before I lost all that weight. One of the small little things that's different for me now than it was before I lost all of that weight was, it used to be when I would sit down on an airplane when I was traveling and I would go to put my seatbelt on, it would not fasten. I would have to loosen it significantly from whoever was sitting there before me. And it was always just a reminder of how unhealthy I was, how big I was. Now it's the opposite. When I go to sit down in an airplane, I'll buckle the seat belt and I will have to tighten it, which seems so silly and something so small, but it is just a good reminder of the way I changed my life and all that hard work that I put in to get to this ideal healthy weight. Another small thing is clothes shopping. So it used to be that if I saw something I liked, I couldn't get it because they didn't have a size that was big enough. Now, if I see something I like, sometimes they don't have a size that's small enough. They don't have a size that fits my frame now that I've lost all that weight. So little things like that are just nice differences than what it used to be. Now let's get into some of the healthy habits and views that I have on food and exercise. So as many of you know, the way that I lost all that weight was by doing a Mediterranean keto protocol, which I still do 90% of the time. Now, something that has changed is when I was on my weight loss journey, if I was sticking to my keto Mediterranean protocol, I felt great. If I ever had a cheat meal or a cheat day, I felt so guilty. I felt like I was ruining everything. I felt like I was making my health suffer. Whereas now I still do the keto Mediterranean protocol most of the time, but if I do have a cheat meal, if I do have a cheat day, I no longer feel guilty about it because I know that I'm going to get right back on track. And this just comes with time. I have kept this weight off for 5 years, so I have proven to myself that I am more than capable of having the self-control that I need to not constantly binge. As far as exercise, when I was in that weight loss phase and even before I really started to lose weight, I used to think that cardio was the key. Cardio was the thing that was going to just make all this weight fall off. And while cardio is good and cardio definitely burns fat, the weight training is what has changed for me. Lifting weights, I used to be so scared because I thought I was going to get all big and bulky and muscular and not look feminine anymore. So far from the truth. You would have to take a lot of supplements and lift a lot of heavy weights all the time for a woman to be as muscular as I thought I was going to get. Really what weightlifting does for me, one, it's a great workout. It burns a lot of calories, but two, it helps shape the body in a way that you desire. So you can really create whatever kind of body you want by focusing on different muscle groups. Another thing is when I was overweight by 100 pounds, I couldn't see the muscles because there was so much fat over those muscles. Whereas now that I am on the other side, I've lost the weight, I can see the muscle definition more, which makes me more comfortable weightlifting because now I know, okay, I don't look all crazy and jacked like a muscular man. I just look like a toned woman. Another nice change about being on the other side of the weight loss journey is when I was first starting my weight loss, when I was in the middle of my weight loss, people were very vocal about their opinions and how much they disagree with whatever I was doing. So whenever I was saying, hey, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do the keto diet. Oh, no, you can't do that. You're going to kill yourself. That's so unhealthy. Meanwhile, these people were unhealthy themselves and didn't know anything about fitness and nutrition. They never did any research. It's just that they were taught growing up to eat the standard American diet like I was. Therefore, everything else must be bad. They didn't really know. But that is something I dealt with a lot, was people were just trying to put down anything that I saw as a good change because it didn't fit with what they were doing. Now that I am on the other side, I lost that weight. I proved that it worked. I proved that it is sustainable and healthy. Now, all of a sudden, I don't get that backlash from people anymore. Whenever people find out that I went through a 100-pound weight loss, especially if they are trying to lose weight themselves, and I say I did the keto diet and still continue to do the keto diet, now all of a sudden they want all kinds of tips and tricks, and they want recipes, and they have questions, and they want to hear what I have to say, and they want to take my advice. It was not like that before, but it is like that now. Another thing that's different is when I was on the weight loss journey itself, I had a goal. I was working towards something. And then all of a sudden, you get to a place where you've done it. You have reached your fitness goal. You have reached your ideal weight. You are happy. You did it. You made it. And then there's a little bit of a, and now what? What do I do now? Like, that was a big moment for me when I realized, okay, this is where I want to be. And now what? I've always been trying to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose all of this weight. And now it's time to maintain. And I feel like I wasn't mentally prepared for that moment. So it was weird. It took me a little bit. It was like, well, does this mean that I have more cheat days or have more cheat meals? Do I keep things the same? If I keep things the same, am I going to lose more weight? Am I going to get too lean? And the thing is, when you reach that point where you are genuinely happy with how you look and how you feel and your health, your overall health, maintaining is the best part because now you know what to do. You know what works for you. You know what works for your body. And a lot of times it means you do get to be more flexible with both your diet and your exercise. You don't have to be as regimented, although I will say I do find that I feel and look my best when I keep up with my Mediterranean keto protocol and I keep up with my current gym schedule. So how I maintain my current physique, like I said, about 90% of the time, I still stick to my keto Mediterranean protocol as far as diet goes. And every now and then, if we are out at a restaurant and there's not really any keto or clean options, I'll do the best I can. Sometimes it does stray away from how I usually eat, but it's usually not too extreme. Another thing that I will do that I used to not do when I was losing weight is I will partake in social events. So if it is somebody's birthday, especially if it's one of my kids' birthdays, and they have a birthday cake, I will absolutely indulge in a slice of cake, not feel guilty about it. And then the rest of the day, the rest of the week, I go back to my regular keto Mediterranean protocol, and I don't make the slice of cake into a big deal because it doesn't happen often. It's about what you do most of the time, not what you do sometimes. And then on the exercise side of things, again, I used to feel really guilty when I was going through the actual weight loss itself. I felt really guilty if I missed a gym day or if I didn't do cardio as long as I could have. Now it's different. Now if I end up missing a day in the gym, it's no big deal. If I end up doing a little less cardio, it's no big deal. If there's a day where I'm actually supposed to go to the gym and lift, but instead my kids want to go play tennis, I will consider tennis the workout. I'm very flexible. I will change things due to how I feel, the weather, my kids' schedules. It's a lot less regimented. I have come to learn that the most important thing is that you stay active in ways that you enjoy, because that is the key to being consistent. If you hate weightlifting and you force yourself to do it 5 times a week, it's going to be very hard for you to keep up with that. However, if you don't care for weightlifting, but you do twice a week of weightlifting because you want to keep those muscles toned, but the rest of the week you swim or you bike ride or you play tennis or you go for walks or you do some other kind of physical activity that you enjoy, that is going to be a lot better for you in the long run. Now, I think the most important part of this is being on the other side of this weight loss journey. How do I feel? My goodness, there is a night and day difference between the way I feel and my confidence. So before the weight loss, I didn't feel good about myself. My confidence level was definitely way, way, way down because I didn't like the way that I looked. I was also tired a lot. I felt like I couldn't walk long distances and my body just hurt. Now that I am on the other side, I will say my mood is significantly better. I am happy 99% of the time. My confidence is through the freaking roof because I like the way I look. I like the way I look in clothes. I like the way I look in swimsuits. And my body feels better. It doesn't hurt. I feel strong. I feel healthy. I can walk long distances. I can go up and down stairs, no problem. I can do the physical activities that are required of me as a busy mom without feeling winded. Emotionally, I feel better. Mentally, I feel better. Physically, I feel better. And I would say that the way you feel is the best part of being on the other side of your weight loss journey. If you have any specific questions about what it's like to be on the other side of your weight loss journey that I didn't answer, please leave them in the comments below. I read all the comments and I respond to all the comments. So I am more than happy to have a conversation with you. You can also find me on Instagram at Zoe Carter Lux. I hope you found this video inspirational, motivational, and helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.